The World Cup round of 16 is the most dangerous stage. When you take a look back, flashback for the past competitions of the World Cup, it's in the round of 16 where the giants likely always fall because as the competition advances into the latter stages, it gets a lot more difficult to eliminate the supposedly established nations in the history of the World Cup. And for this particular World Cup, it's not been different. This is essentially the review of the round of 16, and I'll go through uh, every single game that was played in the round of 16, starting with the Netherlands versus United States of America. It was essentially how I thought the game would play out. Majority of football fans thought it would play out that way, where the United States would show up with a fight. They did show up with a fight, but the Dutch team historically are experienced in this competition, and of course they have players who are seasoned, who have been there and played at the highest level for the big clubs in European and world football. So the United States put up a fight, and each time the US put a couple of fast punches, the Dutch just slammed them with one. And it was just a case of experience versus inexperience. The Dutch saw the game through 3 goals to 1. Goals from Memphis, Depay, Daley Blaine, and Denzel Dumfries. And the solitary goal for the United States was scored by Haji Wright. Second game of the round of 16, Argentina versus Australia. This wasn't necessarily a close game as the scoreline showed. Argentina won by 2 goals to 1. Goals from King Leo, Lionel Messi, and Julian Alvarez. The solitary goal for Australia was an own goal deflection from Enzo Fernandez. Um, Argentina had loads of chances, but Australia fought. Actually, um, if you wanna lose a game of football, lose in the manner that the Australian national team lost. They fought till the very end and had chances at the latter stages of the game to have tied that game and pushed it into extra time. But that's football. Again, Argentina experienced, they've won this competition 2 times, once in 78 with Daniel Passarella as captain, and in 1986 with Diego Maradona as captain. So they're experienced in this competition and are always expected to go far. So Argentina won Australia this game by 2 goals to 1. Third game in the round of 16, Japan against Croatia. The Blue Samurai, as they are known for, are a very technical team, Japan. They fought till the end. They're known for being extremely technical. They play with precision. But again, the Croatian team played in the last World Cup final and lost to France. So there is an immediate, or you would say, they've had experiences with this tournament in recent times. So they played in the World Cup final, lost to France. They're still hurt. They have experienced players who have done it. They probably have the best midfielder in world football in Luka Modric. And the game played out. The Japanese fought. They hung till the end, and it went to penalties. The game was tied at 1-1. Maeda scored for Japan, and the ageless Ivan Perisic scored for Croatia, and it went to penalties, and Croatia won 3-1. Fourth game in the round of 16, the dancers, the flower of the World Cup, the Seleção, Brazil. Brazil showed up and showed up well. Brazil finished the business in the first half. After 45 minutes, they had put 4 past uh, South Korea. Goals from Vinicius Jr., a delicate penalty from Neymar, Richarlison, and of course, Luis Paqueta. The solitary goal was scored by Park Sun-ho. It was actually a driver smashing goal in the 76th minute, but the Brazilians came out 4-1 victors in that game. Fifth game in the round of 16, France against Poland. France came out 3-1 winners with goals from Giroud, who has officially, I think he has officially gone past Thierry Henry and is now France's highest goal scorer uh, for the national team. And two goals from Kylian Mbappe, who is in the form of his life. And I think I did predict likely him or Lionel Messi should win the Golden Boot, depending on how far they go in this competition. The solitary goal for Poland was scored by Robert Lewandowski. England 3, Senegal nil. This was a game that I thought could swing depending on the England that decided to show up or the Senegalese Teranga Lions that decided to show up. Fortunately for England, that team that is supposed to show up did not show up. And England played well and dispatched Senegal in very professional fashion with an exceptional display from Jude Bellingham, the 19-year-old. I mean, it's hard to believe that Bellingham is still 19. It's extremely scary. He's not at his peak, and you can tell, by football, he still has 14 years, maybe 10 years at his prime. And that's incredibly scary. 3 goals for England: Henderson, Harry Kane, and Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is also creeping up there, and it's also in the conversation for the Golden Boot. The kid is he's having an exceptional time this season, both for club and country. Morocco against Spain. This was a game between essentially their neighbors. If you throw a stone from Morocco and it can land in Spain, pretty much they're that close geographically. And majority of the Moroccan players are born in Europe: Belgium, the Netherlands, and Spain. This game was tied at 0. It was tied at 0-0, and then it went to PKs. And of course, Bono, Yassine Bono, the Moroccan keeper, born and raised in Canada, won this game for Morocco, showing an exceptional level of skill in saving penalties. He saved 2 of 3 penalties against Spain, and it was just a brilliant show. If you remember at the Cup of Nations, Yassine Bono showed that he is a top level goalkeeper, and he showed up and did not disappoint in this game. He essentially won this game for Morocco. Even though Morocco had chances and were extremely wasteful, I thought they would pay for it, but they did not end up paying for it. And they dispatched Spain in the PKs in exceptional manner. And of course, being the only African team left, I was happy for that personally. That's just on me, but it was a great game and happy for Morocco. These players have showed real dedication, and whoever is playing Morocco next, which is Portugal, should be prepared because this team there are no pushovers. The final game for the round of 16, Portugal against Switzerland, which was borderline a friendly game. The Portuguese absolutely dispatched Switzerland, 6-1. The young Goncalves Ramos scored a hat-trick. Then Pepe, Pepe has been playing football since football was invented, but he is going strong. Pepe scored, Rafael Guerreiro, and of course, the exceptionally gifted Rafael Leao. This sets the stage for the quarterfinals, which is going to be an absolute clash of the Titans. If you look at it from all corners, the scores to be settled. Argentina will play Holland. This is a replay of France 98, and we'll go through the quarterfinals. So December 9th, Friday, December the 9th at 15 hours GMT, Croatia will play Brazil. That's the first game of the quarterfinals. Second game of the quarterfinals, Netherlands versus Argentina. And this is a replay of France 98, that incredible game where Dennis Beckham scored the goal of his life. If You can go back and watch that game. It was that's one of the key World Cup games historically. Morocco will play Portugal. This is a very tricky game. Tune in. That's Saturday, December the 10th, 15 hours GMT, and 19 hours GMT on Saturday, England versus France. Another tricky one. I'm going to rush through and just give my prediction. Croatia against Brazil. The dancing Seleção should dispatch Croatia comfortably. Netherlands, Argentina. It's a tricky one. Argentina have King Leo. The Netherlands have a team and they have a coach who is determined to prove a point. I'm leading towards the Netherlands in this one. Morocco against Portugal. It looks one-sided that Portugal would beat Morocco. They have all the ammunitions to beat Morocco, but they have to do two things. They have to show up, play well, and also take the Moroccans serious. If they don't get these two things right, they will lose to Morocco. So if Portugal show up and disrespect Morocco, they're going to lose. If they respect Morocco and don't play well, they're still going to lose. They have to do those two things right. But my prediction, it's tough. On paper, it's Portugal, but my gut feeling says Morocco beat Portugal, and it's going to be slim. England against France, I think France will comfortably dispatch England, and this is just me again, but it's a close game. If the England that we do not expect shows up, it will be probably the game of the round. So that's it for the quarterfinals. It should be entertaining. The World Cup is here to serve us. We are here to watch it, and it comes every 4 years. Like I say, please make the most of it. Try to watch these games, and let's enjoy. Football is here to stay. The World Cup is the stage.